土了，
不用吃土了，
不用吃土了，
不用吃土了。
不用吃土了。
对啊，不用吃土了。Uber One 一定省，不吃土。
有活菌哦，
在哪里呀？
在肠道里。瓦卡莫豆益生菌，独家全肠道定着配方，小肠到大肠，好菌布满全肠道，
调整体质，提升保护力。
据观察，中国军队正迅速在台湾海岸集结，并对该岛发动协同攻击。报告证实部署了核武器，局势显著升级。紧急建议居民立即寻求庇护，因为威胁日益加剧。在危机期间，请随时掌握最新情况，并将自身安全放在首位。
Chinese military forces have been observed rapidly gathering along the shores of Taiwan and launching a coordinated assault on the island. Reports confirm the deployment of nuclear weapons, significantly escalating the situation. Residents are urgently advised to seek shelter immediately, as the threat is increasing with each passing moment. Stay informed and prioritize your safety during this crisis.
박힌 건 그만. 구속은 사양할게. 부담 없는 게 좋아. 통신을 내 방식대로. Live my life. Live M.
참기름 참치?
따자마자 고소한 향과 밥 위에 바로 얹어.
바로
마참 캠핑에 마참.
긴급 경보입니다. 한국군은 북한군의 공격을 목격했습니다. 즉시 가장 가까운 대피소로 이동하여 물, 상하지 않는 식량, 구급 상자 등 필수품을 준비하여 안전을 확보하십시오. 북한군에게 접근하지 마시고 방어에 절대적으로 필요한 경우를 제외하고는 총기를 사용하지 마십시오. 경계를 늦추지 말고 침착함을 유지하십시오. 이 메시지는 곧 다시 전송됩니다. 긴급 경보입니다. 한국군은 북한군의 공격을 목격했습니다. 즉시 가장 가까운 대피소로 이동하여 물, 상하지 않는 식량, 구급 상자 등 필수품을 준비하여 안전을 확보하십시오. 북한군에게 접근하지 마시고 방어에 절대적으로 필요한 경우를 제외하고는 총기를 사용하지 마십시오. 경계를 늦추지 말고 침착함을 유지하십시오.
The following message is being issued at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency due to an imminent threat posed by the naval forces of the People's Republic of China. A mandatory evacuation order is now in effect for the entire state of Hawaii. This is a serious situation, and all residents must take immediate action. If you live in Hawaii, you must evacuate without delay. As you prepare to leave, focus on gathering only essential supplies, such as medications, important documents, food, and water. Given the urgency of the situation, it may be wise to leave behind personal belongings to ensure your safety. Please stay tuned to local news and emergency broadcasts for further instructions and updates as the situation develops. This is not a test. Evacuate, now.
The short and the tall, peacemakers, risk takers, for the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists, for long distance love, for the farsighted, nearsighted, for introverts and extroverts, for the thinkers and the doers, for old friends. Coca-Cola, for everyone.
This is the emergency alert system. Normal programming has been suspended. Important information and instructions will follow. Please stand by. This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast stations and cable systems shall transmit the emergency action notification message. This station has interrupted regular programming at the request of the White House to participate in the emergency alert system. During this emergency, most stations will remain on the air providing news and information to the public in assigned areas. This is KSPN. We will continue to serve the Los Angeles area. If you are not in this local area, you should tune to stations providing news and information for your local area. You are listening to the emergency alert system serving the Los Angeles area. Do not use your telephone. The telephone line should be kept open for emergency use. The emergency alert system has been activated. We interrupt our regular programming at the request of the White House. This is the emergency alert system. All normal programming has been discontinued during this emergency. This is KSPN. This station will continue furnishing news, official information for the Los Angeles area. If you are not in the Los Angeles area, you should tune to stations providing news and information for your area. You must listen carefully to announcements from the station in your local area. Being transmitted at the request of the White House. Normal programming has been discontinued during this emergency. Please stand by for further information and instructions. The United States government and its military forces have detected a significant escalation in hostilities with offensive military units from the People's Republic of China. Reports indicate that Chinese naval forces have entered U.S. waters and are advancing toward American territory, potentially preparing to initiate an attack. In response, the United States military is mobilizing its resources and coordinating operations to counter the Chinese military threat and protect the homeland. For your safety, it is crucial to seek immediate shelter in a secure location. Gather essential supplies, including food, water, and medical kits, to sustain yourself during this crisis. If you encounter any Chinese military forces attempting to breach your area, it is vital to defend yourself using firearms or any necessary means. Stay alert and keep tuned to reliable news updates for the latest information. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency and the United States government. This is an urgent update regarding the aggressive actions of Chinese forces against our country. Chinese military units are advancing toward the capital, and their strength poses a significant challenge to our conventional defenses. In response, the Federal Emergency Management Agency and the United States government have decided to launch nuclear missiles at the People's Republic of China as a last resort, with this action expected to occur imminently. If this drastic measure fails, our nation faces the risk of collapse. Citizens are urged to remain calm and prioritize their safety during this critical time. Please stay tuned for further updates.
我们发布紧急警报，需要您立即关注并采取行动。中国政府与其军队协同侦测到有核导弹瞄准我国发射，预计这些导弹将在下1分钟内抵达目标，对国家安全构成迫在眉睫的威胁。与此同时，中国政府已做出战略决策，在准备打击对手的同时，销毁其核武库。这一升级加剧了局势的紧迫性，所有人员务必立即前往安全地点寻求庇护，以保护自己免受迫在眉睫的危险。我们强烈建议您准备好必需品，包括食物、水和应急设备，以确保您在危机期间的安全。我国正面临这一前所未有的威胁，我们承认可能出现重大动荡。然而，我们必须坚定不移地维护国家完整，并继续捍卫我们的利益，抵御外来侵略。感谢您对这一严重事件的及时关注，以及您在这一充满挑战的时刻给予的合作。
We interrupt your regular programming for an emergency alert. Please stand by for a broadcast from the National Emergency Warning System. This is a critical alert. The Chinese government has launched nuclear missiles targeting this country, with strikes expected to occur in the next few minutes. Cities at risk include Adelaide, Brisbane, Canberra, Melbourne, Perth, and Sydney. Your immediate priority is to find the best shelter. If you are at home, go to the lowest level, preferably an underground basement. If that is not available, seek an interior room on the first floor that is away from windows. Use heavy furniture or mattresses to create a barrier for protection. If you are in a vehicle, do not drive. Instead, pull over and find a ditch or lie flat on the ground, using your car as a shield. If you are outdoors, lie flat and seek cover behind a solid object. Protect your head and neck, and avoid looking at the flash of the detonation. Be mindful of radioactive fallout. Stay in your shelter for at least 72 hours, or until you receive an all-clear message. Seal your shelter with available materials to prevent fallout. Do not use your phone, unless it is a life-threatening emergency. As you prepare, gather essential supplies to sustain yourself during this time, including non-perishable food items, clean drinking water, warm clothing, necessary medical supplies, and important personal documents. Seek shelter, now. Seek a place of safety, now. Seek shelter, now. Seek a place of safety, now. If you do not take shelter, you are at serious risk of exposure to radioactive materials. This is a last and final warning. Seek shelter, now. Seek a place of safety, now. Seek shelter, now. Seek a place of safety, now. Seek shelter, 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 now. Seek shelter.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency and the United States government. This is an official announcement that the situation has stabilized. The Chinese government has fallen, and the remnants of their military forces have been decisively defeated, bringing an end to both the nation itself and the global conflict that has engulfed the country. However, significant damage has occurred throughout the United States as a result of the turmoil. Residents are now permitted to leave their shelters. However, it is advisable to remain cautious and stay indoors for the time being. The Federal Emergency Management Agency, along with the United States government, extends their gratitude for your patience and cooperation during these challenging times.
This is an all-clear message. The Chinese government has fallen, and the remnants of its military forces have been decisively defeated, putting an end to both the nation itself and the global conflict that has engulfed the country. Additionally, radiation gases have finally cleared from this country, as well as other nations such as New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, Vanuatu, the Solomon Islands, Indonesia, Timor-Leste, the Philippines, and Malaysia. However, significant damage has occurred throughout Australia and many other countries. Residents are now permitted to leave their shelters. However, it is advisable to remain cautious and stay indoors for the time being. The Australian government, along with other agencies, would like to thank you for your cooperation during these challenging times.